I'm going crazy. 무뎌져.
You're sitting in your room, reading your favorite book, the book which gave you and taught you the actual value of mankind and sincerity. This book doesn't imply any gender or specification, but it teaches you the balance between mankind. You know why this book is so close to me? Because the time we are living in is mostly a depressive and calamity of emotion that makes us more deprived than the happily assurance of life. This book doesn't have any fake scenery and situation, but the truth of life. Well, somewhere you need only sincerity in your life these days. So you just started to read this book to relax yourself. You close the book and close your eyes, leaning your head by the headboard of the bed as some beautiful, or should I say some past memories of your life flashed in front of you. You squeeze your eyes together to stop the crystal drops from falling down, but sometimes we don't have control on our emotions. We are humans, we make mistakes and then learn lessons from it. That's how we live a life. You sighed as you opened your eyes back, wiping the tears away. You got up from your bed, making the book fall down. You squint down to pick it up, but your gaze fell on the photo card placed upside down on the floor. You picked it and turned it, but a bitter smile crept on your dry lips. I wish that day I haven't met you. I wish I haven't fallen this easily for you. That was all that you can say after seeing the picture. You got up and placed the photo card back in the book and went to wear a proper dress to go out. Well, it's been a month. I and Jungkook broke up. That wasn't our choice but our parents' choice. We dated for almost 2 months, and when we went to introduce ourselves to our parents, they were already prepared to break our bond. They threatened us with their lives and forced us to break up. Mine and his parents forcefully engaged Arya and Jungkook. It's not like we didn't protest. We did it to Arya, me, Jungkook, and some of his friends too. But in the end, we only have the choice to run away, but I don't want that, not in this life. That's why we all got separated. Jungkook hasn't met me for a whole week now, and Arya, I don't know where the heck that girl is going these days. She doesn't even share anything about it, and I stayed all alone. But when we got to know about what the purpose of our parents was choosing Arya or me, we all laughed, not in a funny way but sarcastically. They are trying to do business by using their own kids, and they found Arya more suitable for it than me. Now we are only waiting for the marriage day. You came out of the dressing room and picked your purse up. You were about to go out, but your phone started to ring. Now who is calling? Should I also say that from some days you easily get irritated and annoyed by little things? You saw the caller ID and answered it. One listen, sis. I have important work, so I can't go to Dad's office. So can you please bring the red file in my room to Dad? Please, please, sis. Besides, this bitch is always busy and you don't know what. Now she also wants you to visit that damn office whom you hate by heart. Arya, whiny please, I'll cook for you the whole week. You shook your head. Do you even know how to make my favorite dish? Arya coughed, knowing she couldn't make it. So what? I'll learn them from YouTube. Yes, YouTube rocks. She tried to convince you, but never mind, you will just do it. Okay, I'll do it. Yes, thank you so much. I love you. You cut the call and walked to your next destination. Reaching the building, you looked up. Well, it's been years you didn't visit this luxurious shit, as you love your simple life. Walking inside the building, you witnessed people working, or what they will do, a dance party. You went to the top floor, where you need to submit the file, but your eyes caught a glimpse of an artistic material. You were in awe until you stumbled into someone, and the file flew from your hands and pages scattered in air falling down. The person you stumbled in caught you before you fell down, so basically the person was holding you by your wrist. Your eyes were covered by your hairs, but the scent of the person was so similar that for a second you forgot to breathe. You felt 3 long fingers trailing on your cheeks too, your hair on your forehead, placing them away slowly, that now your eyes can have a clear view of the person in front of you. Everything around you becomes in slow motion. Your eyes never left his. Staring in these eyes and swimming in the deep ocean of them was one of your favorite habits, but only when it comes to his eyes, because there is something in them that made you addicted to it. Your and his imaginative world broke when someone called you Or you can say your sister, Arya. You straighten your posture with the person clearing your throat. You were about to answer to your father's secretary when she is Vian, not Arya. He said, looking at Sam as Sam laughed nervously. Oh, I know, bro. I was just joking. But Arya was going to visit to submit the file you were holding, Vian. He gestured to the file now scattered on the floor. OMG, I'm sorry. You sat down to grab the pages and collect them, and Jungkook did the same too. At the same moment that made your head bump with his. Ouch. You rubbed your forehead. Oh, sorry. You rubbed your forehead with his thumb and started to blow air on your head. Is it okay? He again blowed air, rubbing your forehead, while you again look at him without blinking. Is it a K-drama or am I imagining too much? His voice made you both caught up quickly with the file. You handed it to Sam. Well, thanks, Vian. You visited here after a long time. He said, slapping your shoulder in a funny way that made Jungkook raise his eyebrow. Does this consult you, Sam? Sam eyed him and said, Never mind, Mr. Jung. I was just being friendly to Miss. He scoffed and laughed. You chuckled at his behavior. As always, the smile is most beautiful from a starry sky at night. His voice gave you shivers, but you shake your head, not trying to blush in front of him. I'll go. You turned and entered the elevator. The elevator was about to close when he entered and stood beside you. You looked down. He cleared his throat. So, how are you? He asked, in order to start a conversation with you. Good. A dry reply came out of your mouth, making him disappointed. Good. After a few seconds, the elevator reaches the ground floor and you went out of the elevator and was about to exit the building, but your wrist was caught by him. You breathed heavily, not able to face him. How funny, it wasn't even your or his fault, but still it was like punishment was given to both of you. For a crime you and him never committed. Van, please, let's have a talk. He said with sad hurt eyes that made your heart shattered. Watching him in pain was the worst thing in the world. Jungkook, but no buts, Vian. Why are you torturing yourself and me for a crime we never did? We only loved, Vian. His eyes were now watering and you can't see it. Okay, you said, looking at him as he sighed, and his funny smile appeared at an instant. Your home or mine? What? So eventually, you both came to your home, as Arya wasn't home as always. Been a long time I never visited your home. You scoffed. It's okay, in future you will visit more, brother-in-law. You said in a sarcastic way that made Jungkook angry and said at the same time, not on you but his parents, who only wanted fame and money in their life. Jungkook grabbed both of your hands and made you face him. He cupped your cheek, but his eyes more softened when he saw those glittery eyes. Which you're going to drop those crystals anytime. Don't, please, my heart break. Watching you like this. You tilted your head, staring into his eyes. You wanted to talk your heart out and say so many things, but words were stuck in your throat, thinking about its result and consequences. But his heart is so innocent and stubborn. Never stop thinking about you. Jung felt his heartbeat. It was in rage. He tried to break the eyes contact, but your words stopped him. Wait for some seconds so that this heart becomes steady. How should I stop this heart whenever someone takes your name? It can't stop beating like shit, even every grief that came in my way slips like it was invisible. I want to capture you in my eyes, and without speaking a word, I talk with you. Only if you are with me I am able to fight to the wall. As you stopped with a sigh, his one hand went to the back of your head and his lips came in contact with you. The moment stopped, but tears never stopped their way down your cheeks and his eyes too. His tear fell on your cheek, rolling down to your neck as his lips never moved, but only pressed against yours. How much you wanted to make this moment beautiful, but it was only painful. His other hand slid to your waist, closing his eyes tightly. He moved his lips and you gave in without a second thought, arms slowly wrapping around his neck. It must be easy for people to break bond of someone without having a knowledge, but what those two people will go through. In blink of an eye, everything became dark from the beam of light ray in this dark world. Jungkook tapped at your back, gesturing you to jump. You wrapped your legs on his waist. His lips traveled from your lips to jaw. For the time being, you let your brain rest for some minutes and let things happening with you by the flow. Jungkook entered in your room carefully. He lay you on bed over you. He looked in your eyes. Are you sure? He asked in most serious tone, finding a glimpse in your eyes. That you want to stop or not? Yes. But your answer assured him that he isn't the only one who want to feel love and loved you more than anything in this world. I love you, he whispered in your ears. He was laying on his back and you were lying on top of him, making some imaginative shapes on his bare chest, his arms securely wrapped around you, with covers covering both of you. What are you thinking? He asked, trailing his fingers up to your hairs and brushing your hairs with his fingers. He felt your breath touching his bare skin. I saw those dreams in your eyes, the dreams that you saw with me. But there was a dissatisfaction in your dreams. I also felt like that the talks of hurt are all fraudulent, that it doesn't matter if you are with me or not. Life was painful without any physical pain, but no, I realized it. It does matter to me so much. Your presence, that you are with me or not. Your presence and your words that give me courage to motivate myself without any second thought. I need you in my life. I love you so much. Jungkook cupped your cheeks, making you look at him. He placed a peg on your forehead and said, "Who said? I don't need you in my life. I do more than anything, and those dreams were having a slip because of my thoughts. But in reality, I still wish to complete them with you only." I love you too. You hugged him as he hugged you back. The wedding day. You looked at yourself in the mirror being your sister's bridesmaid, wearing a white long dress with wavy hairs. Everything was looking beautiful, but that beautiful smile on your face was now here to be seen. You closed your eyes, trying to calm your nerves, assuring yourself that everything will be okay, but your eyes quickly opened when someone entered the room. Jungkook, what are you doing here? You need to stand in altar. You panicked, but he grabbed your shoulder, trying to calm you. Voyan, calm down, he said, making you sigh. And hear me out. You are not wearing this dress. You got confused. What do you mean? I mean by this. He gestured you to look behind him. Arya? Why are not you in your dressing room? Arya scoffed. Sis, have this. She handed you the packed dress. Arya, why are you giving me this? Look sis, I already have a boyfriend. Then why will I marry your boyfriend? She said, rolling her eyes. What the? When did you have a boyfriend? And you're telling me this now? Arya gulped, knowing she Yeah, I opened a little gaming company with him. You know I love gaming and designing it. I'm going to do it, not the shitty business of dad. Never ever. Arya was in pure anger, you can feel it. So now this place and altar is not mine. I'm running sis, best of luck. She hugged you, giving you a peck on cheek. She jumped out. From the window, you saw a guy in car waiting for her, as your dressing room has a big window with back main road of marriage venue. This girl always do what she want. You shook your head, so Miss Ryan, wanna be Mrs. June in a few minutes? Cracked your lips, smiling. Jungkook, but our parents? He placed his finger on your lip. Our parents will witness our marriage, and I know what to do next. You trust me, right? You nodded. Then get ready. He again pecked your forehead and went out of room. After a few minutes, you walked to altar with a veil covering your face. You saw your parents smiling. That was a fake smile, and it was just for Arya. You thought about this so much that now you don't want to think more. You just want to stay with the only person standing in front of you. Wearing the white suit, he was looking just like an angel on mission to save you and hide you in his arms for a lifetime. You stood in front of him. He smiled at you. Are you ready? He asked with his sweetest voice that you love to hear. Yes, Jungkook gestured the prayers to start. You held your hand together tight, nervously, but Jungkook held them in his, caressing the back of them. So, in the name of God, Arya was ready to take each other as legal husband and wife, and ready to survive together in every calamity of life and world. Do you, Jun Jungkook, accept Ryan as your legal wife, and Ryan, do you accept Jun Jungkook as your legal husband? As the priest stopped, everyone gasped with their parents, and you both said together, I do. What on earth is this? Where is Arya Vayan? They asked you in anger as you removed the veil from your face. Jungkook, why you married this girl? Is this what we taught you whole life? You scoffed. They were only questioning for themselves and their business. Never once they asked what was your happiness, what was Jungkook's happiness, and what was Arya's happiness. Now you fully realized you didn't mistake anything. Arya, she is somewhere very happy, where you will not use her for your shitty business. And about us, so we also don't want to handle this shit. Do what you want with that. Now we are legally married and we will do what we want to do. Here and his parents with guests were in shock just then. Jungkook, bro, let's go. Jungkook's friends were in a van who will escort you and him from there. Let's run, Ryan, on three, and don't look back in one once. He whispered to you and you nodded. Jungkook smiled. One, two, and three, run. He said, grabbing your hand tightly, and you both quickly entered the van before the guards came close. Sitting in the van, you breathed hard, but then bro Prius forgot about the case. So my child, you make it the bride. You laughed at his friends and in future, lived your life by your style happily with him.
아니 지금